we open up, there's some weird tension, and nobody knows why.
We start with orgasms this season, and one of them is apparently so significant that it causes a significant change in the relationship.
Well, orgasms and then almost orgasms, which I won't say which side of that I came down on. But yes, a big wedding, and then maybe more weddings a little down the line.
It's a myth, but yes, on private practice we always have simultaneous orgasms.
Wedding bells are something that we will be exploring this season. I don't feel like I'm popping anyone's bubble to say that we aren't the first wedding of the season.
The only thing that I can surmise from the whole situation is that, you know, Pete and Violet have sex that is so powerful that they decide to get married.
Well, you remember that Violet knew Pete 10 years ago when he was not so good at being a husband himself. But I also think what is really true is they've been through a lot.
You know, there was some drama, and we got to find out last season about some of their deep, dark history. And so, yes, I think this is...
Somebody say dark? What?
I mean, I didn't mean...
Tay and I have such a great time working together. So I'm really glad that people are liking Addison and Sam together.
It's been fun, you know what I mean, playing with all that the sexual tension. And she's a good kid, she's a good egg. She's great to work with, she's really, really funny. She's got nice long legs.
I would like to see them at least give it the old college try, you know. I think that they're so good together, and that if whatever happens, it's just a great opportunity to show, you know, an adult relationship. And I think that's part of a theme this year of like really seeing people in adult relationships and how they work it out or how they don't work it out, or what happens when certain real issues come up, and working together, living together, and all of that.
Well, Nay's been just going through it, so there's so much going on, I think, for her. I mean, of course, there's an absolute grief and whatnot, but I think given everything that's going on with William, and that she almost lost Maya, and she's now got this grandchild, and it's just been one big blow after another. I think she's just kind of happy that she's actually standing.
Naomi has mellowed out this season, which is nice, because she was holding on to a lot of anger in the past, and it's nice to see her, you know, be a little bit lighter.
I don't think Naomi's going to pair off, really. I think Naomi's kind of done with that, too. I think Naomi's just going to try and grow up and do some good in the world. I think that's where she's headed right now.
It's kind of an interesting way to start the season. You got to kind of see, like, what is up with, is there an Addison?
What people don't know about Sheldon is that all of this, these women leaving him, is really a very sophisticated mind game that he's playing, where it looks like they're actually leaving him, but he's actually forcing them to leave. This is what I tell myself.
Oh, you know, we're planning a wedding, which is, we thought was going to be really easy, and they're two adults, and they're just going to do their thing, but it gets, from the very first moments, it gets a little complicated, so. But I think they'll pull it off. I hope they do.
So we went through some stuff, and, you know, there were reactions from both of us, and Amelia kind of went this way, and Derek went that way, and so yes, they've got to come back together and see what they can do to reforge that relationship.
The great thing about this show is being able to play all these other facets of Addison and all the other different relationships, you know. And obviously it was a really strong, fun thing to do on Grey's, to play that love triangle and try to get Derek back.
I think that there's the chance to see an adult relationship that has some happiness for a couple of shows before it all falls apart and gets disastrously ruined.
Maybe you might be familiar with Charlotte and Cooper having some fun in the bedroom. Maybe you'll be seeing a lot of that.
I'm hoping that they delve into that whole familial thing, because I would love to see, you know, how Sam and Naomi, you know, where they fit in with the being of the, you know, being grandparents and helping out.
Nay's been everything else on the edge, so why not be grandmother on the edge too? Once she, you know, dives into something, whether it's hating something or loving something, she dives in 100%. So she's kind of not letting anybody else get at the baby.
Oh, you will absolutely see the thoughts of Pete and Charlotte around Violet and Cooper's relationship, which just is far too undeniable to keep ignoring.
There's some heaviness in this season, for sure, but I think we can find joy within that as well.
I think that he's worried. I think he thinks it's fast, but I also think he is mostly afraid that he's going to lose his best friend, which certainly becomes an issue pretty quickly. But I also think it's an issue for Violet, so that's good.
I think it's inevitable that he's probably going to have some kind of a relationship with someone at some point. Is that too specific?
Pretty much at the beginning of the season, I'm just in bed with Pete, and Sheldon is seeing patients, which is good.